What's going on, everybody? Casual Gaming Dad here. Welcome to the stream. And tonight, we've got something other than Helldivers 2 coming your way. We got some Super Metroid coming your way. I'm going to be doing one of my challenge runs. If you aren't familiar with those, stick around. You'll find out what it's all about. But we're live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, as always. If you haven't already, please make sure to give a like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tons of ways to help support the page. Those are just a few of them. Got merchandise over at gouldgaming.com. You can head on over there, check out my section of the shop. You can find my section of the shop by using the live chat commands and finding the link to my merchandise, exclamation merch, in the chat. And then you can also find discount codes that you see there. Save 15% off of anything out of my section specifically, or you can save 10% off the whole site wide. If you're watching this on replay, head on over to my YouTube channel, and you can find all this information in the YouTube video description as well. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow night or not. Kind of all depends on when I get back from doing things that I got to do. Doing the fatherly duties of a casual gaming dad. We got one of my kids is open house for their schools, so you know, dad's got to do what dad's got to do. So we'll see. We'll see as far as if there's gonna be any stream tomorrow night or not. I'll try to keep you guys posted on that. But keep the live notifications on in case we get started a little later than 9 tomorrow. Or if we don't go live at all, I'll let you guys know essentially I'll let you guys know if I'm not going live, or if it's gonna be late. So we'll see what we can do. Before I get started, I just want to remind everybody for the 3 goals for the month of September that we have going on, 3 potential giveaways, and real simple stuff to enter, and get yourself entered into these giveaways, and hopefully win some nifty little gifties. So, first thing is our Facebook Star Senders goal. Every 100 stars that you send over here on Facebook, that'll get you an entry into that giveaway. The second goal that we have is a combined goal for monthly subscribers, Facebook and Twitch subscribers. Between the two, we're looking to hit our goal that we have there. And then the third goal is YouTube subscribers goals. So if we meet or exceed any of those goals, we'll do a giveaway for that specific goal. And like I said, got a chance to do up to 3 giveaways here for the month of September. So thanks in advance for anybody that's able to help support the page in those ways. Very much appreciated. But like I've always said, you know, like, follow, share, any and all support's appreciated however you're able to. And if you do, I appreciate it. So thank you for doing that. All right, let me go ahead and make sure the timer is tested here, that it works, which it does. We're gonna reset that. Timer's nice and reset. We'll get into a game. We'll get started. Yeah, we're gonna go with that file there because why not? So let's clear that out. Make a brand new file. Yes. Okay.
The last Metroid is in captivity.
Oh,
the galaxy is at peace.
By the way, I'm wearing this fun Metroid shirt here. You can check it out. It's over in my section of the shop at gouldgaming.com. So for anybody that's not familiar with these particular runs, what I'm going to do is I've got the timer up there that you can see. We're going to start that as soon as we touch down inside of Sears Station. We're looking for 100% item completion. All bosses. So we're not skipping Spore Spawn or anything like that. So all bosses, no glitches. and we are doing it in a sub 2-hour time. So, under 2 hours or bust. Saving the animals is optional. Fight me. I don't care. If I have the time, I will, but it is not game requirement. It's not a requirement for this challenge run. So Samus is just kind of recounting the events of Metroid 1 and Metroid 2 before she ends up bringing the Metroid. The scientist here at Sear Station. And she's like, alright, everything's hunky-dory. We're going to head out of here. But she doesn't get too far before she goes, oh no, what's going on? And Sear Station is under attack. But I'll be damned. All right. Getting ready to go here. 3, 2, 1, go. So it begins. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. Get out of the space station! What's going on, Vaporsmith? Most underrated Nintendo game ever. I wouldn't go most underrated. I think it's held in pretty high regard. My own personal opinion. I can think of some other ones that don't give as much love as they should. But welcome to my challenge run. Alright, so, recounting again for Vaporsmith, who just joined. Anybody else? We're looking for 100% item completion, all bosses, no glitches, sub 2-hour run. Now, we're going off of my actual timer, stopwatches that you see there. Not the in-game timer. The in-game timer is always going to be under 2 hours. That is a given for me. That's not the challenge. The challenge is sub 2 hours real time. So 2 hours or bust. Ah. Yep. Gotta start with the morph ball. Always. Almost always. So there's a couple Metroid games where they don't always start with the morph ball. Off the top of my head, Metroid Dread and the 3DS remake of Super Metroid 2, Metroid Samus Returns. So, those two off the top of my head, which are both fantastic games, by the way. Alright. We're going to leave that door. We're not going to go in there for now. We're going to come back there later on whenever we essentially are finished with the wrecked ship and we have our gravity suit. Reason for that is there's a couple packs of missiles that are in through an area through that door where you need your gravity suit. So we're just going to kind of hit that all in one shot. Come on. Oh, hello. Oh no, stop it. Okay. Got through that part. No problem. I remember playing this like in a Hills department store, which is kind of like what a Kmart used to be. If you don't remember what a Kmart used to be, it's kind of like what a Walmart was before they became like super Walmarts that were like entire grocery stores. I think there's some Walmarts that still may be out there that aren't super centers or whatever. But anyways, I remember playing this demo and getting to this part here. And I wish I could tell you how far the demo went up to. I don't remember. But I remember that part in the demo, and I'm like, oh my god, this game is amazing. I miss playing the demos in some of the like department stores and stuff like that. The same department store. I remember playing like the virtual Game Boy or whatever. Oh, those things. That thing would give you a fucking headache. For sure. Okay. And roll. There we go. All right, down into Brinster we go. Banana. go. Get our pack of missiles here. I think I'm gonna try to just run up and do that. I'm not gonna get the charge beam first before I get to spore spawn. We're just gonna have a go at it. I'd like a few more missiles. Thank you. There we go. I'm happy with that. Alright, now for spore spawn. It's one reason I like to wait to get the charge beam. Because you can literally just fire off at the rapid rate down here. And not even flinch. Kind of do your thing. Get a little faster. Good, I was able to get off 2 hits, I believe, that time. There we go. That was a good spore spawn fight. I like that one. I was happy with that. All right. Oh. There we go. Super missiles acquired. There we go. Now we'll get the charge beam. That little hidden pack of missiles. And we're going to continue on, and we're going to head over to Norfair. The next, quote-unquote, big power-up we'll get is the Spazer Beam. Ouch. There we go. Now you'll notice, obviously, I'm not hitting any map rooms. Don't need them. The map is here. And I'm really not going to hit any save rooms. We're going to save at our ship 3 times total. Oh no! Oh shit, get off me. There we go. Alright, little hang up there. Nothing big. Good. Yeah, we're gonna save a very, very strategic times here. Before the wreck ship, after the wreck ship, then the end of the game. Alright, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna get the high jump boots here. Now you notice, yes, on the red missile doors, I do use the 5 missile shot rather than just doing super missiles. Only for the fact that we're still so low on super missiles, and even later on, there's gonna be times where we want them, and we want to make sure that we have the super missiles available, and aren't fighting for them. Dean, welcome in. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Now, I don't have to kill that little, that enemy again. What I did, if you notice, whenever I came in, I killed the enemy, I opened the metal door, and doing that will register that the door, you know, that you've completed that quote-unquote puzzle for the room. So now the door was blue. I didn't have to worry about killing the enemy again. I didn't have to, wait for him to come back around or anything. You'll see another instance of that in the wrecked ship, where I go through and I clear out the room of enemies, open the metal door, and then set myself up for a faster exit out of that particular area. Craig, welcome in. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. I'm just kind of pausing to get the power-ups a little bit. And we're not going to do that with this metal door because we'll be running out of this place anyway, so we'll be in good shape. Okay. Now we get Kraid. God damn it, come on. Oh, come on. Really? That was not my best Kraid fight, but whatever. Got the job done. And now we got the Varia suit. There we go. Another energy tank here. Now there is a pack of missiles that was back in the other room over there, up through that door that's in the ground. But we're gonna wait until we are done with Meridia until we have the spring ball, and we'll do that. Now, this next sequence here, this is the only time you should ever have to run through this particular corridor. So I mentioned this because there is a pack of missiles that we are going to get that we'll have to put ourselves in the lava and sacrifice a little health. But, again, we're not going to come back through this way again. We won't see this room again. So the pack of missiles is right there. A little bit of pain, or a whole lot less headache later on. Now see, that's another, again, having those green super missile doors, that's why I, when I come across the red missile doors, I just do 5 quick shots. I don't use the super missiles because we do have super missile doors that we have to get through. And then obviously we're going to want the super missiles for different boss battles and such. So I like to stay stocked up on my my top tier weapons best that I can. All right, go down here. What's going on, Semper? Got Semper5 streaming in the house. Make sure you guys go check him out over on Twitch. I still gotta set up shoutouts in my Twitch streams. I gotta set up a lot of stuff in my Twitch streams. I still gotta set up blurps and things like that. Okay. Alright, we are gonna get the wave beam early. Because A, we know how to wall jump, and B, see part A. Instead of waiting for the grappling beam, we get this early. I'll see if we can't get this. Nope, jumped too early. Alright. If I don't get that in the first try, we just get out of here. right. And then we'll run down this way. We'll get the pack of missiles that's up above the doorway. Grab the speed booster, and then get the F out of here. One too many, but that's all right. Now we run. And as I'm running super fast, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff across all platforms, and turn on live notifications. Alright, now we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna pop down here. And since we have the wave beam, we can go through this way. We're gonna do a quick energy recharge just to be safe. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, I haven't done anything else with Resident Evil 8 since I finished up my stream of it. I haven't done the DLC or anything like that, so we'll see. Then instead of waiting for him to die, or getting the grappling beam, we're just gonna get that. So far so good, Semper. Just, not too far in. We got done with Kraid. We just finished Crocomire there, so. A little over the quarter of the way, little over a quarter of the way done, I should say. Phantom in the wreck ship is kind of about my, I'd say my halfway point, I think, for me. All right. This. Get some power bombs. Get those out of the way early. I'll probably, at some point, I'll probably end up doing the DLC for Resident Evil 8 and finish up the DLC for Resident Evil 7, but that'll probably be something that I just do off stream on my own. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe for spooky season. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. But it's what happened. I'm thinking of some stuff for the spooky season, and I have a couple ideas. Just a matter of figuring out which one's gonna work the best. We'll see. That was perfect. Go. And the grappling beam. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh no. There we go. Nice recovery. Good job. Oh, bad recovery. Semper, have you tried any of the... Oh god, that was almost a waste of super missiles. That was a waste of super missiles, but anyways. That was almost a terrible waste of super missiles. Praise that. Semper, have you tried the Hive world on Helldivers since they had released the update? Just wondering what you thought. Oh man, you gotta try it out, man. It's a lot of fun. A lot of frustrating fun. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a whole nother level of strategy planning out your mission when you know that you are going to have very limited or no access to stratagems because you're in a cave and you can't call shit down because there's no daylight above you. It's something. Okay, yeah. I think I had seen you playing that. I assumed it was Division, or I don't know what I thought it might have been. What else I thought it might have been, but I saw you playing something. Very few times are you gonna see me leave my my ice beam on here. And I'm gonna leave it for the climb up what they call Red Tower, because we're gonna need it. But otherwise, the ice beam will only slow you down. In that case, it helped because it saved my ass. But if you're running full speed and you got a nice, you know, shine spark building up, and then you run into a frozen enemy that because you're shooting and shooting and shooting, well, that completely kills your momentum. So if you're going for speed in this game, keep the ice beam off. Except for necessary parts like this or, yeah, the Metroids in Tauren, obviously. Like I said, through this area is not bad. Because we do end up needing it, so it's a little bit faster to just leave it on rather than turn it on and off and on and off. What's going on, Scoob? Welcome into the stream, man. All right. Hoo-wee. Here we go. I believe we're done with the ice beam. Yeah. Procrastinating any dives right now. Not that I don't want to, just don't feel like it at the moment. I understand. I didn't get a chance to dive earlier on this evening, so we'll see what I do after this stream. At the very least, I might get my personal order for the day and be done. See what the new major orders are. I think you'd sent a picture of it to me. A lot of stuff going on. All right, so now that we opened that super missile door, that door will be a blue door once we get back over to it. I love the old fat thumbs. All right, so far so good. Get a quick little energy recharge, and actually we don't even really save. I don't think I save at all. I just come back to the ship for a recharge and refuel. I take my time a little bit more cautiously through this, just because I don't want to fall in the water and anything dumb like that. It's the last thing I need. We're pretty much at about the halfway point here. One of the only times that you can walk on spikes. They're not moving. They can't hurt you. Mania! Hi! Welcome in. You guys make sure to check out ManiaFest over on Twitch if you haven't already. Give her a follow over there too. Along with Semperfi streaming. Alright, now, for this fight, I am going to use simply my charged beam shots and or missile shots. I'm not going to use super missiles. Reason for that is it actually makes the fight slower. It is the safer way to fight, but we're going for speed, not necessarily safety. Plus you get 3 charge beam shots, and if he's off screen, if Phantom is off screen and you fire, you can actually hit him, which is kind of nice. His patterns can be a little unpredictable there, but you just do your best. Got 3. Damn it. There we go. Now we got one more shot. I think one more shot. Either one more shot or one more little round of 3. Yep, that's it. That's the last one. So there you go. That fight is done. And we're pretty much right on pace. Typical pace that I have. As long as I'm under 45 minutes on this part, we're good. Now the ship is alive with the sound of music. Thank you, thank you. There we go. All right. We're gonna wait to hit that door. Get a little bit of energy collection there. Alright, so for this next part, we're gonna clear out all the enemies that we can. We're gonna go to the right first. Okay. Then we're gonna backtrack over here to the left. Now we're going to open that door, but we're not going to go through it. And like I was saying earlier with metal doors, if you clear whatever in the room there and you open that door, it will then register as open from there on out. So, now that I've opened that door on the left side, which is where we're ultimately going to go out, and I've already cleared the enemies, I don't need to clear the enemies again. So I can kind of like run right through there and just avoid the enemies. So, a little bit of work to set yourself up after the fact. Save yourself a couple seconds. As you'll see here, I'm just gonna kind of just run rampant. Done. At least with that section. Right about here. Get that pack of missiles. This pack of missiles. Don't fall down there to the right, or you'll end up all the way back down by the entrance from where you first started coming into the wreck ship area. Damn it. Come on. I like making it where I don't have to use a second super missile on that little block. I like being able to get out of there fast enough, but that didn't happen this time. That's alright. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world as we know it. And I still feel fine. All right, grab a drink. This part, as a kid, the first time it happened, blew my freaking mind. I still love it. While the Chozo statue is carrying me down below, I'll remind you guys that we have 3 potential giveaways here going on this month on the page. We have our Facebook Star Senders goal. Every 100 stars is an entry for you in that. We have our Facebook and Twitch subscribers goal. That one's pretty easy. Become a monthly subscriber. Get entered into that giveaway. And then the last one is our YouTube subscribers goal. Trying to hit 500 subscribers over on YouTube. So spread the word. Tell a friend. Tell an enemy. Tell your mama, your sisters, and your brother. I don't care who. Just tell them to subscribe. But if we meet or exceed a goal, we'll do a giveaway for whatever goal we meet or exceed. So we have the potential for 3 giveaways here this month on the page. But as always, however you're able to help support the page, whether it's through any of those 3 giveaways that I just mentioned, merchandise, likes, follows, shares, thank you. Thanks for being here. Gonna go out this door. We're gonna hug to the right still, hug this wall, come down. We're gonna go back inside the wrecked ship just for a moment to get an energy tank. And then that's it. Then we're done. There's nowhere else you need to go on the wrecked ship for anything. If you keep going to the right, eventually in the wrecked ship, you'll find your way out of it and into one of the entrances into Meridia. I don't recommend that. There's nothing of importance along that way. There's no items or anything to get. But you know what? I may at some point look to see how that correlates into like where it comes into Meridia. Maybe I'll see if it is beneficial or not. I don't think it is, because I don't think that you can unlock like the plasma beam or anything early. I think you have to defeat Dragon for that. So, that said, I still stand by my sentiment of you don't need to go any further right out of here, out of the wrecked ship. You can just go the way that I'm going to show you. You'll see here shortly. Ow. There we go. That pack of missiles. Now we're done with the wreck ship area. There's nothing to come back for here. We're good. And we'll take another quick refill here at the ship. Get out of that. Alright. Take a good, hard, long look at the ship. We're not going to see it again until pretty much the end of the game. We're going to see it whenever we come back, right before we go to Torin, and that's pretty much it. Believe it or not, one of my runs, I forgot about this pack of missiles. And I almost didn't make it under the 2-hour mark. It was close. Alright, we do need our ice beam on here. Turn my ice beam off because we don't need that. Power bomb here. That pack of missiles. All right. To do this part here, we're going to go over towards where we got our first set of missiles. Now we're going to actually go through that red missile door here. And now that we also have the high jump, we can also get that energy tank there. Oh, you turd. There we go. Two packs of missiles. Ah, ah, ah. Right. Are you shitting me? Alright, now that we're out of that nonsense. Accidentally closed the gate again. Now, technically, we could go over and get the X-ray scope now, but we're not gonna. We're gonna wait until we have the space jump for that. It's faster than using the grappling beam. So, the X-ray scope is actually one of the last items that we'll get. It's actually the last, like, suit or beam type of item. Not the last little pickup, because one of the last pickups that we get is an energy tank and then 2 packs of missiles. So, I just gotta line myself up here. Perfect. What's going on, Mizoku? Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you guys check out Mizoku Kanagawa over here on Twitch as well. Another awesome streamer, and she is the Metroid Queen. Alright, we're pretty much right at the halfway point now. Well, officially at the halfway point, timer-wise. game-wise, yeah, we're a little past it, but that's all right. Thank you. Yeah, so far so good. Can't complain. Oh, you turd. Oh, come on. Mother of God, this is where we're gonna lose time. Son of a bitch. There it is. Other than that little part there, it was going good. If that's the worst of it, I'll take it. Long day at work, so glad to be doing something relatively stress-free here tonight. Oh my God, have you forgotten how to wall jump? There we go. There we go. How did I know that you were gonna reference something about the Village of Shadows, right? I'm sorry. I knew it. I knew you were gonna reference something about the playthrough, man. Oh, man. Can't wait to show you mine. Your what, Semper? Village of Shadows? I don't want to see that. That code word for your butthole? If so, I'll pass. I'm all set. Alright, we're going back down here. No. I wasn't talking. I'm aware. I'm aware of what you're talking about, Vaporsmith. I'm talking about what Semper was saying. Semper's over on Twitch, so you wouldn't see his comments because you're over on YouTube. I'm well aware there are multiple difficulties for Resident Evil 8. Womp womp. The water in here is not bad as long as you have a gravity suit, which I don't want to say you absolutely cannot navigate Meridia without the gravity suit, but I'd say you more or less can't. But I'm sure somewhere, somebody out there, streamers more talented than I, have done some sort of run where, like, I know I've seen streamers do like backwards boss runs where they go beat Ridley first and stuff like that. So they're going through the magma without the gravity suit, or anything like that. So, I mean, I'd imagine you could probably get through Meridia without the gravity suit as well, but I wouldn't try it. There we go. That was a relatively fast fight. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I am in no way, shape, or form trying any difficulty above normal on either Resident Evil 7 or 8 anytime soon. Because if I wanted to do that, I would just punch myself in the crotch repeatedly. Although, I will try a Super Hell Dive. That is level 10 difficulty on Helldivers 2, if I have the right crew. Oh, yeah. No, so yeah, Games Done Quick, they always do. There are always people out there. This game is still very, very active in the speedrun community. Because people are always finding different ways to, you know, shave a second off here, or a minute there, or whatever. Or fractions of seconds, or whatever. So it's a game that can absolutely, you know, still hold its weight, especially in the speedrun community. Rusted said, "How many bits to see that on stream? To see what? What did I say? The Super Hell Dive? I say screw the bits. Just become a monthly subscriber." I mean, shit. When I get done with this Super Metroid run, if you're available and we have the people for it, I'll run a Super Hell Dive. What? Nintendo is trying to prevent their games from being at Games Done Quickly. That I find hard to believe. Maybe they were trying to prevent ROM hacks, like Kaizo stuff or things like that. I didn't hear anything about them trying to like put the kibosh on any of their games being done at Games Done Quick. That would seem foolish. But I digress. Nintendo does do foolish things, so... Anybody else hear anything about that? And it's not that Nintendo is being weird to mind. It's just they're being very, very stingy, very corporate greedy. I understand them not wanting people to pirate their stuff off of like ROM sites and stuff like that. I get that from a corporate standpoint. I get that from somebody who has creative intelligence property. I would not want somebody stealing my stuff or my work and claiming it as their own. Like if somebody took one of my challenge runs here and tried to pass it off as one of their own, I don't know how they would because, you know, my face is down here in the corner. But I wouldn't want them taking credit for that. Or if I got, you know, if I was doing a speed run of a retro game and I got a world record or something, I wouldn't want somebody, you know, claiming that it was theirs and their property and blah blah blah. So I get that. However, the part I disagree with is that Nintendo either won't or can't or whatever make their fucking libraries available for us to get because people will pay for them. It's proven time and time again. You release the virtual consoles on the Wii U and the Switch and everything like that. People will buy it. People will pay. I mean, fuck. I pay the extra, you know, like the extended membership or whatever, because one, I got kids, and so it just made sense monetarily for me to pay for a family membership, number one, and number two, do the extended family membership or whatever. But I wanted to play Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance Virtual Console. So I shell out the little bit of extra money to get that and the N64 stuff and whatever else may come our way. So yeah, I mean, I'd do that. But man, you know, make the fucking games available. Instead of giving me some weird fucking title from Japan that I've never heard of or something like that, or like some sort of like Mario Picto Puzzle Cross bullshit, you know, give me something good. Now, that said, there are reasons why certain things can't be done because of licenses and things like that. I get it. It sucks. Like, I mean, how long did we want a proper re-release of GoldenEye? We got the Wii version, and that was not a proper version. That was weird Daniel Craig slapped into a game called GoldenEye called 007 GoldenEye or whatever. It didn't feel right. So there's a lot of reasons why things don't get done. But that is also to the fault of Nintendo, where for the longest time they avoided having third-party titles on their stuff. I don't know. They do make some very odd business choices. I will say that I do not agree with the bullshit that they're pulling with the Switch 2, where essentially you are signing away your rights to be able to take any sort of legal action against them or anything like that. If you do something that they don't like with your system, any sort of modification or anything like that, they can and will brick your system, and it will become useless. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it, because when you click on the I agree for your user agreement, you waive your right to take any legal action against them. So that is fucked up. And just the way that the Switch 2 is with how the games are and stuff like that, tell me that because I'm buying something, I'm not buying the game. I don't own it. I own. Basically, I'm paying for the right to play it, and that's about it. So essentially, we're renting games, is what it is. We're paying to rent the games because we don't own them. That's bullshit. So, and the fact that I understand that Nintendo is getting away from physical media. I'm turning this into a whole fucking rant on, like, let's shit on Nintendo. That wasn't where I was intending to go at first, but here we are. What's going on, Metal Duck? There's probably a lot in the chat that I'm missing right now, and I apologize because I'm going through a part of the game where I'm really just kind of flying through it, so I need to concentrate. But let's see. Highly active, most unfortunate, blah, blah, blah. Fastest speedrun you've seen on this game was under an hour. Yeah, I think the world record is under an hour, but what's the world record for 100% completion? That's what I want to know. And I want it to be a glitchless, non-tool assisted speedrun. Because so many speedruns, you can see, I mean, there's tons of different categories. There's people will glitch through stuff, or they'll use tool-assisted speedruns. And, man, I think that takes away from things a little bit. Like, yeah, it's still impressive because there are certain things that you still have to know the game, like, inside and out. And in some cases, you have to do things like frame perfect. And I get that. There is a skill to doing that. I don't take away from anybody that does do that. However, show me somebody that just goes through the game without any glitches, without a tool assist, you know, that gets 100% of everything. That's what I want to see. Like, I want to see, I just want to see, like, who can do the most with just their, you know, just the natural abilities. That's what impresses me, but now not every game needs to be like 100% because obviously some games aren't built that way. But still, show me a speedrun that's not tool assisted. That's where I become really impressed. Oh, good for them. 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 30 seconds. Is that real world time or is that in-game time? I'm curious. I would like to see that. Because I mean, again, I imagine some of the pathing has to be somewhat similar, but just I know that their pure skill. No! See, I fucked that up because now here I am worrying about somebody else's speedrun and not my own. There we go. Come on, get the fucking thing. In-game sub 113. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, in-game my in-game time is like sub 130. I want to say it's usually like 126, 125 or below. So we'll see. Not sure what I don't remember what my personal best was for real world time. This is why I always call this like my average Joe's speedrun, because I know I'm not good enough to be like, you know, on the level of like an Oats and Goats or whoever that guy was that you said that did it in, you know, an hour and some change with 100% you know, non-tool assisted and non-glitch. I know I'm not that good. That's sitting there counting, like, what's the value of Samus's jump per frame when you spin dash versus not, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the time to sit down and figure that shit out. I really don't. But I do enjoy the game, obviously, because I still do it a lot. Not as often as what you might think, though, for as much as I do love this game. Because I find so many other games that I enjoy, like Helldivers. So, yeah, no. Samus is the OG Helldiver. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, she is. Still very impressive. Thank you. I will say that is one thing I could tell anybody about this game. If they told me they were stuck in a certain spot, as long as they could tell me what the last thing they got was or where they were heading to, I could probably direct them on how to get out of said spot. So I do pride myself on my my mental mapping of this game. I give myself a pat on the back for that. Well, that's the thing too. Is like I see a lot of. This is in no way, shape, or form shade to throwing shade at anybody else that plays this game. However, I will say that there's another thing I pride myself on is essentially I beat this in one sitting. Mort, get away from my shit. Alright, my cat was looking curiously at some of my stuff I didn't want him to get into. Don't trust him sometimes. He looks a little too sneak. Anyways, no, I will say there's one thing I do pride myself on is I beat this game in one sitting. I beat this in a stream where I see, you know, other people that have to take multi-parts for the stream, it's, you know, for this game or whatever, so. Go me. I think one of my friends, I blew their mind whenever I beat Friday the 13th in like 10 minutes. The freaky one-eyed chicken thing was a bane for me. The freaky one-eyed chicken thing. You mean Ridley? That would be Ridley, sir. The flying freaky one-eyed chicken thing. Alright, now this part. If you have the spring ball, hold in the jump button. So generally, if you hold in the jump button, when you hit those breakaway blocks there, you will automatically bounce. So that is good. Not Ridley, uglier. Mother Brain? Like the end boss? Freaky one-eyed chicken thing. I don't know anything else that looks like a chicken besides Ridley. He's a giant flying pterodactyl. Now I'm just confused. I'm amused and confused. I'm commused. If it's at the very end of the game, if it's at the very end of the game, then yes, that would be Mother Brain. If it's anywhere else in the game, then no clue. Besides Ridley, obviously. Right, it's not that one. Yeah. Yeah, that would be Mother Brain. That's the end of the game. I've never thought of her as a freaky one-eyed chicken thing. I thought of her more as like a freaky dinosaur thing. But that's just me. Use the hell bomb. That's only after Mother Brain. That's how we blow up planet Zebes. Can we just take a... Oh my god. We take a moment to stop and appreciate the fact that that whatever explosives they use here to set the self-destruct sequence is more powerful than a hell bomb, because this blows up like the entire planet. Essentially. This part here, do not use a power bomb. There are nothing but breakaway blocks underneath on that second little row. If you rolled into a morph ball and rolled in between, you would see that. So, just like that. So don't do that. Then it just takes you kind of a roundabout way of getting back to where you need to get to. It's just time consuming at that point. Super missile. Sorry, I wanted to get it. So 100 hell bombs, something like that, maybe. Maybe. Alright, so we get this energy tank. I could wait till after Ridley to get it, but I don't want to because I like having the extra bit of health, assuming I don't lose it all on stupid shit here. Come on. There we go. Wait for the developers to make a super hell bomb. That would be great. All right, where we at? 127. Yeah, we're not bad. I think we'll still be all right. There we go. Wow, that's a first. I'm actually like stocked up on super missiles and such. Show you a little trick here. You can actually get an early hit on Ridley by using a power bomb. Because his sprite is there, it's just not visible to you yet until he makes himself visible. Stay in this pattern. I'll take this pattern all day. Whoops. Fuck that up. Oh my god, this is the best Ridley pattern ever. I love it. Except when it's not. He's done. Yeah, those space pirates are the ones where they deflect the thing, and you have to like wait until they turn gold. They're a pain in the ass. I don't like them either. I don't feel bad. Toasty. All right. Now is what we call the cleanup portion of the game. The after Ridley part. Thankfully, we don't have to fight them again. See if I can spin jump into this. There we go. How long did it take you to discover where all the secrets were in the game? You know what? That's a good question. God. I don't remember when I actually started, like, trying for 100%. Like, not even just, like, with the speedrun portion of it or whatever, but, like, 100% in general. Because I remember being very young and beating the game. Like, maybe, I don't know, before I was a teenager. And I remember getting like 96% or something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I mean, I'm sure it took me, you know, I'm sure it took me at least a year or more. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I said, I found everything like a long time ago. But it wasn't until in my adult life where I started going, huh, I wonder how fast I can do this. Or, huh, I wonder if I can get the best ending of the game. Which is what we'll get. Because if you beat the game in under... Man. I don't even know what the other criteria are because I don't ever get them anymore. I want to say I know it's like 8 hours and over is the quote-unquote worst ending. I want to say between... I want to say anywhere between 4 to 8 is the middle ending. I can't remember what the cutoffs are at this point. Because I only know one. The best. I mean, I remember the first time I played the game, I definitely got, like, the worst ending or whatever. And then I remembered how cool it was that I could go, and once I knew where stuff was, do it a little bit faster, and then do it a little bit faster. Eventually get to the point where I'm at now, which is a semi-speed run, I'll say. Call it a challenge run for that reason, because it's not... I know I'm not setting or breaking any freaking world records here or anything like that, but I still think it's pretty damn fast given the criteria. So it's the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep it down. There we go. go. Alright. So now we will finally get the X-ray scope. Oh, going back to the earlier question of like how long did it take me to find all the things in the game, I will say the 4 things that I were missing were all packs of missiles. So the fact that I found everything else, I was pretty happy about that. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. And thank you for the like. Alright, here we go. This is why I wait to get the X-ray scope. 1, because I don't need it. 2, we don't need to worry about going through here with the grappling beam and avoiding enemies or anything like that. We can just do this. There you go. Alright, now it's just a little bit of item cleanup before we get down to Torin and blast through there. Ooh-wee. There we go. Oh my god, my ass is sore from sitting for so long. This part is one I save until the end, whenever I have the space jump and everything. I definitely remember getting soft locked into this area early on, whenever I first played the game. If you don't know how to wall jump, you can very easily soft lock yourself. You want to jump over the 3 squares that are in front of this energy tank. Because otherwise, then you have to kind of come back around over the top again to get to this super missile. Now, we are going to drop down because there's a pack of power bombs that we're going to need to get. There's breakaway blocks there. There's a save room over to the left, which we're not hitting. But as soon as you see a save room, you know, first instinct is to go ahead and save. Well, if you don't understand the wall jumping tutorial here that they show you, then you're kind of screwed. And you get soft locked down here, and then you got to reset. Yes, I know, I finally used the super missile on a red door. Holy Christ, it's the end of the world. All the items, everywhere, all at once. Okay. Now, if you know how to do the mock ball glitch, you can get super missiles from this room, and never have to fight Spore Spawn to get them. That's what a lot of speedrunners do. They skip Spore Spawn if they're doing like an any percentage run. So. We're going to be coming out of that top ceiling right there here in just a moment. Oh, you turd. Wasted shine spark. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, speedrunners skip them, yeah, 95% of the time. Unless you're literally doing like an all bosses speedrun, kind of like what I'm doing here. But so you can see 220 missiles, that is the key here before the end of the game. I can assure you 50 super missiles and 50 power bomb tanks. That is all of those. So we've got all of those. We've got the grappling beam. We got the X-ray scope. And so far, we've got all the missiles. We're about to get the last 2 and the last energy tank here. Alright, for this part here, clear all that out, get into your spring ball, and go right down the middle so you break both sets of the breakaway blocks. That way you clear out a path whenever you go over to get one side of the missiles. You can clear the path and get the other side. Because otherwise, if you only go down one side or the other, then you have to come all the way back up and around. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to do that. Not right now, at least. So that is unofficially 100% items. 230 missiles, 50 super missiles, 50 power bombs, which you saw that we had, but I used one. We got those. And all the beam items and suit items and all 4 reserve tanks. So unofficially, we got 100%. Officially, it's not, I guess, not official until, you know, the credits roll and it tells you that your rate for collecting items is 100%. But listen, we know. We know. So, once again, while this statue is a-moving, I will remind you all, if you haven't already, please go subscribe over on YouTube. That is one of our goals here for the month of September, is to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. It's 100% free and easy enough to do. So do that. Tell a friend. Tell them to do the same. And if we get to 500 YouTube subscribers, we'll do a giveaway for that goal. The other 2 goals we have are Facebook Stars goal. Every 100 stars is an entry for you into that giveaway. And then our Facebook and Twitch monthly subscribers goal. That is a combined goal. That is not each. Shit. 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 Fuck. Well, this just went from bad to terrible. God damn it. That just slowed me down so bad. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Definitely not gonna have time to save the animals now. Fuck them animals. Zoku, if you're still watching, I don't care. Fight me, I ain't saving them. Can't make me. This part here, I'm gonna switch off my suits so I take more damage. There's a reason why for that, which you'll see here in just a moment. I'm going to take as much energy away from myself that I can, so that there is less for this thing to siphon away at me. So that process goes a little bit quicker. Turn the suits back on. If you save in that save room, you're at the point of no return. You can do No more exploring or anything like that. So if you ever want to save your game in Torin, you do it at the very first one that you come across, like when you first come down the elevator into Torin. Do the same thing. We're going to turn our suit off. We're going to take a bunch of damage. That should be enough. There we go. Giant freaky chicken thing. Ah. Oh shit, well I didn't want to get hit by that, but that's okay actually. That took my health down closer to what I wanted it to be anyways. I want it right at like 4 energy tanks. Perfect. Because now we can start right into the end sequence. Where we can't get back up, we can't keep up putting up a fight. That's what we want. So now all we gotta do is finish this part and escape before the timer runs out here. Before my timer runs out. We should be able to do it. We got just over 5 minutes. We'll be alright. That's I will say I'm even though I didn't get a Switch 2, I am looking forward to Metroid Prime 4 whenever it comes out. I'll just get it on regular Switch. That was the other thing with Switch 2 is there was no game that was like a Switch 2 exclusive where I was like, I absolutely have to have that now. I can't wait. The only exception would have maybe been Mario Kart World. Because that looks pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But I can do without it for now. Yeah, we'll be alright. What's going on, Mark? Thank you for the like. Welcome in right at the end where everything is all fun and feisty. I think we got time to save the animals. Let's do that. You go back to where you got your bombs from. There's some animals here that you can save. They show up in a later game. And then at the ending of this game, you'll see it's not much of a difference. But there's just a tiny little detail that you're going to want to watch for. All right, here we go. Get ready. Time. 1:57, 26, 27. Another successful run. Completing the mission with testicular excellence. Yes. Samus's lady balls. Admire them. Stand in awe. Now, what I want you to watch for is on the right side of the planet. You're going to look for like a little shooting star that's going to go out. So watch on the right side. Slightly lower center. Or center, there it was. Off to the right side, those are the animals escaping. 123, there we go. In-game time of 123. What's going on, Sonic 7? Anybody coming over there on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe over here. If we can hit 500 subscribers by the end of the month, we will do a giveaway. And like I was mentioning before, Facebook Star Senders goal. If we can reach our goal there, we'll do a giveaway for anybody that sends stars over on Facebook. Every 100 stars that you send is an entry. So the more stars you send, the more entries you got, the better your chances for winning the giveaway. Facebook and Twitch subscribers goal, that is combined between the two platforms for monthly subscribers. We're looking to reach that goal. Okay, apologies. If anybody is still there watching, please sound off on your respective platforms to let me know that the stream is still live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I don't know what happened there. Had a slight disconnection with OBS. I'm not sure why. I hate when that happens. I was in the middle of saying about the monthly subscriber goals. If you are a monthly subscriber on Facebook or Twitch, you actually do get an additional discount on merchandise over at Gould Gaming from my section of the shop, so you can get yourself that fabulous Samus shirt here, or we have the Super Metroid shirt. There's tons of stuff over there, so you have to go check it out. Mark said it froze a little, but we're back. Okay, sounds good. So we're good on the Facebook side. This is the best ending you can get. Samus kind of in her bikini there. Jump back, shoot the screen. The second best ending is her without, it's her in the power suit, but without the helmet on. And then the worst ending is just her in her power suit. So there it is officially. 100% items, sub 2 hour clear time, all bosses, no glitches, another challenge run, success. All right, so that pretty much clears up the stream for tonight there. Now before I jump off, I'm wanting to stream tomorrow night. I'm still planning for 9. But I may or may not end up running late. It depends. I have open house for my kid tomorrow night, for one of my children. So yes, the father part of the casual gaming dad, doing the dad stuff. So if I'm gonna be late, or if I have to scrap the stream entirely for tomorrow, I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. It's gonna be kind of a semi game time decision because open houses run from like 6 to 8, and then I have like an hour drive here, and then we'll see. So we may, you know what? I may preemptively say that we're gonna. I think we're gonna start the stream a little late tomorrow night. I think we're gonna push it to 10. Just to be safe. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say ahead of time. We're gonna. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. And excuse me. And I'll throw a reminder up. I'll try to throw a reminder post up tomorrow for everybody. So yeah, 10 p.m. instead of 9. We'll go with that. I think that should give me enough time to get back, get set up, and everything like that. We'll see what we get into. But that's it for this stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you're a Super Metroid fan, hope this helps. Gives you a little bit of guidance on maybe something that you were stuck on, or something that you missed, or something that you didn't know about. And if you're not a fan of Super Metroid, I hope this kind of got you into it, and you're like, oh, it's kind of cool. Check out the rest of the series there. Zane, you just missed it. Well, Zane, I mean, it wasn't. I hate to downplay anything or like that, anything like that, but it was another successful Super Metroid challenge run. So the VOD will be ready. You can always go back and watch. But I appreciate you coming in there, regardless, man. At the end, I appreciate that. All right, guys. Yeah, so that is going to wrap it up for tonight. Again, don't forget to turn on live notifications. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. A little bit of a late start. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Everybody else have a good rest of your night. And until next time, this is Casual Gaming Dad reminding you all to take care of yourselves, be good to one another, keep it casual, and game on.